Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing okay. We're gonna do a night walk, obviously. If you can tell by the footage, it is dark outside. Last week, we did 13th Avenue. And tonight, we are taking a quick little walk on 18th Avenue in Bensonhurst. I figure what we'll do is just, take a nice little walk here and just look around as everything either closes down or opens up and gets busy, such as these places where people are eating dinner. Hope everyone had a good week. It is Friday as I record this. So what we're gonna do is, I guess, just walk along the avenue until we get to about, I want to say 86th Street maybe. Got the train station here for the N line. Yeah, so this week was kind of crazy. I mean, it's been windy here all week. Even right now, it's windy. But the weather has been cool, to say the least. I mean, we're talking like right now, it's... Let's cross over there. Let's go walk by Target. Oh, this guy's letting me go. He should have just went. You're already going into the street. You might as well just cut me off completely. I love when people do that. They cut you off and then they stop. They realize they did something wrong. Anyway, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. We're in Target. I feel like I'm going into a movie theater from the 1950s. Oh yeah, the weather. So the weather's been crazy. It's almost Memorial Day weekend, but it feels like early April. Like right now, it's 52 degrees right now. So as you can see, if you see people wearing, jackets with hoods, it's legitimate. And you got some people wearing shorts and, short sleeves like the guy in front of me. But I can tell you it's definitely not shorts and t-shirt weather. I think what happens is usually, and I used to do this too when I was younger, it's May, right? So in your head, you're like, no matter what the temperature is, I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt. So it could be June 1st, it could be 50 degrees, and your mentality is to wear short sleeves and a pair of shorts. We are on 65th Street. So yeah, anyway, it's been windy all week. It's been nice. I mean, it's been sunny, but it has been cool. And this week, we didn't do a lot of walks this week. Five Below. We didn't do a lot of walks this week because I had a lot of footage. I was sitting on a lot of Park Slope walks videos that I had to get done. So I think the only 3 walks we did this week were Avenue X, Avenue U, and the one I'm doing right now. Got a cop car across the street. tell you why I mentioned that in a second. But so I walk around with this camera in my hand, and it could easily be mistaken for a weapon. I mean, it's just when you're holding it in your hand at night, it looks like a weapon. I ain't gonna lie. So whenever I see a cop car and I'm walking around this thing at night, I kind of get a little skittish. I make sure not to, normally I will pan the camera at something like that. But when I see a cop car, I don't pan the camera at the cop car at night. In the daytime, I'll do it, but at night, I don't do it. There's really nothing much on 18th Avenue at night. Most of the retail shops are closed down by now. You have, sporadic eateries that are open where people are eating. You have some later, like there's a store across the street I'm looking at right now called Sweet Garden. Oh, it's a market. All right, so I was just gonna say the only thing really open this late at night are grocery stores, food markets, and places to get something to eat. And that's the Sweet Garden I was just talking about. Telco. But yeah, this is a time of night when everyone's going home or just, going from point A to point B real quick. No one likes to be out at night down here. Not that it's dangerous down here, but any New York street at some point, you gotta keep your head on a swivel. So now this week coming up, we have rain coming in tomorrow. If you're watching this on Saturday, that would be today, but we're supposed to get rain coming in tomorrow. And then Sunday is interesting. So Sunday there's 3 things going on that I wanted to try to do all 3, but it's not going to happen. But so first thing is the Norwegian Day Parade, which is on 3rd Avenue in Bay Ridge, and that is Sunday. And that's going to start sometime around 1 o'clock, 1:30. Now, me being half Norwegian, that's right, I am half Norwegian. I'm not 100% Italian. I'm half Italian, half Norwegian. That would be the most logical thing to do. But I haven't made that decision yet because there's 2 other things going on. There is a festival on 5th Avenue, and that's down in Park Slope, and that goes from 11 to 6. And then let's cross over. I just want to peep into Cafe Italia. So what did I say? I said with Norwegian Day Parade on Sunday. One second here, I want to pan the camera. The Norwegian Days Parade, all right, I've said that like 3 times, at around 1:30 on 3rd Avenue in Bay Ridge. 5th Avenue in Park Slope is having a festival from 11 to 6. And then Sheepshead Bay is having Bayfest. So for those of you who have never been to Bayfest, it's actually pretty cool. It's also from 11 to 6. Sometimes it goes over. But if you watched my walk, my Sheepshead Bay walk that I posted this week, that's where it's going to be. It's going to be, you know, on Emmons Avenue over there by the marina, by all the restaurants. So they close it down, and they have, you know, food, things for the kids, and they'll have live music and stuff. So I haven't decided which one I'm going to go to. I could do 2 out of the 3. I can't do all 3. The most logical thing for me would be to go to the Fifth Avenue Festival in Park Slope first, and then go to Bayfest. And the reason for that is, well, the Q train and the B train are over there. And I could jump on the Q or the B at, I believe it's 7th Avenue over there, and then just get right off at Brighton Beach or Sheepshead Bay stop, and then walk over to Bayfest. So I haven't decided if I'm going to do 2. I'm definitely going to do 1. Just don't know which one. This guy's got a big dog. Oh, it just looks like a friendly big dog, though. Look like a golden retriever. Wait, am I crazy? I don't remember them ever having a Carvel over here. It's the Italian record store. I'll tell you what. So this is the one time you'll come by the Italian record store and it'll be quiet. That Italian record store, I'm sure you've seen it in past videos, or if you live down here, you know, man, they're playing Italian music all day, really loud, just blasting it. What is going on over here? He's scooping dirt that looks like was left around after construction. I don't know what's going on there. We're gonna cross over because it's dark on this. It's dark on both sides, so we'll cross over. I'm gonna do a little time check here, just to kind of get an idea. All right, it's like 10 to 9. It's early. It's not late yet. So yeah, this is the home of the 18th Avenue Feast, which takes place every year. It's usually it starts the weekend before Labor Day. So we got a whiles to go before it comes, but hasn't changed much. Like this block right here that we're coming up to, this is where they put the Ferris wheel and they put the rides, and it's the same rickety Ferris wheel they were using back in the 1980s. So if you're a parent and you trust putting your kids on those things, by all means. It looks like I'm gonna get the light at 75th Street. Nice. Excuse me, Bay Ridge Parkway. Yeah, I know some people, whenever I say 75th Street, they're like, there is no 75th Street. I'm like, at one time there was, okay? So. You can see people are, you know, they're walking with hoods up, so it is chilly, and the wind. You know, I'm using my wireless mic tonight with the windscreen, so the wind is it's pretty stiff. It's coming straight at me. It's blowing from the south, so it's like right by, you know, it's in my direction. That's Tony Pepperoni. Not the guy in the window, but the pizza place. I just called this guy in the window Tony Pepperoni. Oh, look at this. Those are some late night workers right there. I always like filming fruit and stuff because of the colors. Whoa, that was close. I gotta look at that when I do the editing. I don't know if you guys noticed that bike almost hit the other bike. Oh, I'm definitely gonna timestamp that. And by the way, we just passed 76th Street. See all those people eating late night. Well, not late night, but it is late for dinner. Yeah, Asian takeout over here. I ate before I got out here. I grilled a burger. Actually, I grilled 2 burgers, yes. Not good for you, but I was hungry, man. I didn't really have a big lunch today. So I had some chopped meat, made a couple of patties, seasoned it with some garlic salt, and yeah. All right, this is one of these late reds, so I'm gonna walk. We have a lot of these lights that don't turn green right away. Loyal Order of Moose. You don't buy food there. It's mostly like a meet-in place, catering hall, blah, blah, blah. Here's Sorrento Italian Cafe, very popular. Italian restaurant. You know, I've never eaten at an Italian restaurant my whole life. I gotta try it out. All right, we're getting close to New Utrecht Avenue where the train is. This is like a residential block, so it's a little darker than normal. Definitely going to be doing more night walks. I like doing night walks more than day walks, believe it or not. There's just, you know, something about, I guess, the mood and you know, it's dark out, obviously. People think, you know, oh, it's dangerous out, you know. And it is, actually, you know. I mean, it's not uber dangerous, but, you know, it's, a lot of people don't want to be out on the streets after a certain point. You can see, like, right now, it's just rolling up to 9 p.m. And, you know, you can see people are out and about, but it's not like during the day. So by 9 o'clock, 9:30, most people are in. There's a park across the street on the next block, so I'm thinking it's so dark though in there. I mean, I'm not saying that because I'm afraid to go in there. I'm gonna actually probably walk over there right now, but it's just so dark for the camera's not gonna pick anything up over there. Frank and Sal Prime Meats. So I'll give you guys a little history. So I used to buy my heroes here for lunch because I used to work on the next block, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But this is actually a cool little history story about my life. So I don't know if we're gonna go in a park then because it's so dark in there. It's like you can't see nothing. I don't know. I'm looking at the screen. We'll see how the exposure settings react to it. Yeah, it's like really dark in there. Oh, they got cops over here. Look at this. That's funny. Like I said, I'm not gonna point my camera at them, but so this is the park. You see how you can't see nothing? There's nothing in there. So I'm just gonna go across the street and tell my story. So this right here, so let me talk about it from here so you can see. I worked in this building at one time. And what this used to be is, you see it's a bakery now? Well, that same bakery, there's a big tractor trailer coming. I wanna get past it because he's gonna block my view. So that bakery used to be right here in this one little spot of the building back in the day. So what was here, this whole area that you see from about this door up to where that guy is standing, used to be a place called Flash Electronics. I used to work in there as a teenager. It was a warehouse, and basically what it was is, if you remember video stores, when you used to go rent your videotapes and everything, well, they had to get those videotapes from somewhere, right? And they got them from us. So we were like the distributor for all of the 5 boroughs and parts of Long Island. And we used to go, you know, like wrap all the videos up. We used to put them in boxes, shrink wrap them. We used to have the UPS guy who come pick them up. We'd even get in the van and deliver to the local video stores in the neighborhood. But we're going back like early 90s. We're talking actually 90, 91, 92, 93. But the cool thing about it was, I always got to see the movies before they came out on tape, because we used to get a thing called a screener. And what that was it was basically when a production house was ready to put their movie on tape, they would send us screeners. And it's basically a movie, but sometimes it was the director cut. And it had, like, you know, the timestamp at the bottom that was constantly counting up. So, you know, as a teenager, I'm like, I was like really cool with like my parents, because I would be bringing home movies that weren't coming out on videotape for at least 3 to 6 months. But yeah, that was what I worked there. And it was pretty cool because we also had that was during the time the video store started renting out video games. So they had a huge collection of like Sega Genesis games, because I was a Sega Genesis person. I wasn't a Nintendo guy. And I'd be playing games all the time. Like, I would take games home and play them for a couple days and then bring them back and re-shrink wrap them. But they would go to the they would eventually go to the video store, and the video store would rent them out and stuff. So now, last I heard, Flash Electronics is they're still in business, I believe. Now, eventually I had, gotten a job in the city, and then I went into the Navy and stuff. But right around the time that I quit the job, they had moved to the Brooklyn Navy Terminal, which is up over there, over on 2nd Avenue, that big complex. And last I checked, they were still in business. I don't know if they're doing videos. I mean, they're definitely not doing videos, but I don't know if they're in the movie business or anything like that. So, I think I'm gonna cross because it's kind of dark over here and there's nothing to show. So we're at Utrecht Avenue. We're about to end the walk. If I could get across the street. One more car. And then this guy's gonna, these guys are gonna turn, so I'll just cross in front of them anyway. So Maggio Music Center is still around. One of the very few things that's been around since I was young. So we're gonna end the walk over here, and that's because I've already ended the walk in front of the pizza place over on 18th Avenue a few times. This is another pizza place. And here we are at 18th Avenue train station. So yeah, one night we got to do one of these walks underneath the Utrecht Avenue. I guess I'll end the walk here, but anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. This was, another impromptu night walk. We'll probably do more. We'll obviously do more, and we'll figure out kind of a schedule for these, where we do a night walk and we talk and do commentary. Yeah, there's definitely some areas in Brooklyn I want to do walking at night. I know I'm going to get comments for that one, though. I know people are going to give me suggestions, and I'm not going to follow them, so. Because I've already gotten those suggestions, and I've already told them, pretty much, sure, yeah. But anyway, everybody enjoy your weekends, and we'll catch you on the next night walk. Good night.